All right, next up. And I went back and watched this guy after you guys put him on the list. He was on my list initially, but I ran out of time. I had things to do, Rick. Emery Jones, also a junior. Plays opposite, of course, Will Campbell, right tackle. And let me see where you guys had him rank. Mike had him third, and Rick, you had him fourth. Mike, I'll let you start since you liked him a smidge more.
Yeah, he's very it's just thick. I mean, just a thickly built offensive tackle, right? Like, I mean, 322, and it's just, you can see in that picture, like, he's got definition in his arms. Like, that's not.
If he's 322, then Ryan's 165. This guy is more than 222.
Or the number 50 doesn't help either.
He's just, and to be that big and still hold it as well as he does, like, it's just, that's a rarity. You know, offensive tackle is very much an alien position. There's only a handful of people in all of humanity that can fill it. Like, it's a DNA position, and he has it. So that right there, you see right off the bat. I love the posture in his sets. You know, he's not out over his toes. He's back under himself, makes it easy for him to anchor. I think his feet are okay by offensive tackle standards, nothing special, but more than good enough to stay at offensive tackle. And with how powerful he is, with just how easy his balance is, like, I see the improvement from his freshman year, sophomore year. Like, I think he's going to keep figuring it out. I just wanted to see a little bit more of a butt kicker. Like, he has these immense physical tools, but it never really translated to dominance on the football field. Never really saw the nastiness from him. So hopefully that comes in time, but that's probably the biggest worry I have with him right now, because physically this guy should be, you know, a surefire first rounder, but we'll see how his career develops.
What do you think, Rick?
Agree with everything. I think he's going to fit better in a gap scheme than a maybe wide zone scheme because of his size and ability. I think he can create movement. He does play with a clock in his head at times. I'd like to see him a little bit more, how I can put this, a little more tick in his neck.
Okay.
To finish.
That's a new word.
Yeah, but I do think that he can anchor versus most power. He was patient versus counters and spins and everything. Like, it's tough to get around because of his length, although he doesn't have elite feet. At times he does lunge, and they'll get him on his outside edge. But I like this kid. I think he's going to shoot up draft boards next year as well.
Yeah, I thought he had pretty good footwork and pass protection. Stout, strong versus the bull rush with ability to cut off speed rushers. So I disagree a little bit with that based on what I saw. Thought he's nimble for his size in the run game. He moved well in small areas. And he was in balance when he was combo blocking. In the short yardage situations, I thought he was moving the pile. So I actually liked him a lot. Like, I didn't like him as much as Will Campbell, but it was pretty close for me. Different type players. Huh?
Yeah. Good. Keep rolling. You're on a roll.
I love how you can't control yourself. You just have to. You can't.
I'm trying. I really am trying this year to turn a new leaf.
How's it going?
Not good.
Not great. Yeah, I liked Emery Jones. I was pleasantly surprised. I'm glad that I went back and watched him. Rick, your comp is borderline Donovan McNabb insane. What is your comp?
My comp is DeJuan Jones.
Come on, man. 2 DeJuan. I mean, 2 Emery Jones equals 1 DeJuan Jones. Is that the math?
I think he's a little bit heavier than 322, in my opinion. Now, I don't think he's 380, but I think that type of movement and his ability to anchor and to create movement at the point, he is a mauler, road grader type than a more of an athletic twitch guy. So that's why I went with DeJuan Jones.
What round?
I am in the second round right now,
okay.
But I can see him trending to the first by the time it's said and done.
I certainly agree with that. All right. You're tied. You're 2-2. You're at 500, Rick. I went back and did a comp for him because I didn't give it to, I don't think I gave it to producer Harry. Maybe I did. But I'm going to go with hopefully this makes it more complicated for you. All right, Rick, who is, match the comp to the name, Cam Robinson, Jedrick Wills?
I'm going to go that you said Cam Robinson.
And you are now below 500. Mike said Cam Robinson. I said Jedrick Wills. I don't feel great about the Jedrick Wills comp, but I
I should have known that. I mean, that's obvious. That was.
Yeah.
I mean, who would ever come up with Wills?
And who would fall for it? That's even worse.
That's my fault. I take the hit on that.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
team.
That's all right. LSU, we talked about him earlier. Games to watch: USC, Alabama. Mike, did you give a draft range? Did you say second?
I think so. With all these offensive linemen right now, I mean, their tape is probably not like his tape's not first round right now, right? But it's compared to sophomores historically, it's probably first round tape. Like he's probably going to get to the first round level.
Okay, fair enough.